Morning party people, take 3. I've now got the phone on Do Not Disturb and a more secure setting on the tilting artist table. Not a professional studio, my living room here on the camera phone. So anyway, 3rd time lucky, shall we continue? I do hope you're all well, all safe and all as happy as you can be. Today I'm not going to read tarot. Today I'm going to talk about our inner child, okay? I'm going to sit here, drink coffee from my brand new machine, where it's slightly too hot, hotter than the other one, but absolutely divine. And these are small pleasures that we take in our life. A lot of people are struggling mentally at the moment, and that's okay, all right? Some people are trying to hide it, or they're trying to hide from people. Some people are openly asking for help. Whichever avenue you're going down, we're all having a bit of a struggle here. I am an intuitive witch, as you know. I work on universal energy and the guidance of angels, guardians and spirit guides in whichever form they choose to grace us with their presence. We are energy and we will always be energy. And I went through a period of time last summer of great heartbreak, of great sadness, of great growth, where I meditated day and night. And I was very in contact with Source. Very, very much in contact with Source, learning a lot of healing old wounds, healing childhood wounds, breaking and understanding and identifying childhood patterns to understand why I was actually in the emotional situation that I was. And it was a very long, dark night of the soul. It caused many ripples and will have a lifelong lasting effect. However, there are always blue skies, aren't they? So I have adopted and kept practices that I learned from that period that are seeing me carry on in the stellar energy that I have. So recently I've been caught up in the modern world. School runs, car tyres, maintenance bills, supermarkets, drop adolescents, out of control younger children, medical Zoom appointments, trying to work out how on earth to live in a virtual blooming world, fighting against everything my natural instinct is telling me versus what the media is telling me, and lots of other frightened people that are going along with whatever it is that is most suited to their own comfort zone. There is no comfort in growth. Okay, when you're a baby and you cut your teeth, you scream the house down, much to your parents' distress, for months, weeks on end. Growth is painful, but growth is growth. During this period of growth, I learnt to meditate and connect again with my inner child. I went through a period of extended psychotherapy, EMDR therapy, about 2 years ago now. And it was very intense. It was very, very emotional, very scary at times. You'll have to excuse the flashing lights. I actually live on a main road and there's traffic driving past that's moving the sun. That's all it is. It's not divine intervention. It's just the light from outside. So I digress. So I learned to connect with my inner child. There are lots of us, we have addictions. Some of us have been known to or are self-harming. I'm talking just generally, guys. And we self-harm in the form of sex, drugs, sex with unsuitable people, exes, toxins. We're toxic energies. We are chasing the buzz to feel wanted and needed and stable, when really we are needing to find that within ourselves. The only way you're going to find peace and love, validation and balance and a clear path is within yourself. And it ain't pretty and it ain't comfortable, but it is necessary. Okay. So for quite some time I've been caught up in the modern world, avoiding the news, trying to temper adolescence, dealing with a younger one who's currently under assessment for ADHD, autism. It's a tough life, it ain't easy, I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. It's certainly not boring. And I'm lying in bed this morning, and all week I've been struggling to get up at 6 o'clock. It's really walloped me, I'll be honest with you. We've had 3 months in lockdown, and all of a sudden kids are back at school and I'm exhausted. Go to bed, 11 o'clock, midnight. Just not enough, thinking I need a good 8 or 9 hours sleep here. Really need to catch up, really do. But the morning, I go to bed near midnight last night. What time do I wake? 5:30. Am I tired? Strangely, no, I'm not. Strange thing. I thought it was about 8 o'clock. Check the clock, 10 to 6. Really? Tried to go back to sleep. Can't go back to sleep. Now a little think about the world and a little think about myself and thinking, House is silent, all the children asleep, and I'm just sat there and I'm thinking, I can hear the pheasant on the back fence calling me for his breakfast, saying, "Oi, all those other naughty crows and birds have eaten those seeds. Get out there, woman, and replenish." I'll get that done later. And I'm thinking about the world. And Source talks. Source says, "You've not meditated in a while. Why have you not meditated? Why have you not connected? We've got your back. We've always got you. You promised you'd never abandon us again." Source is also your inner self, your inner child, your vulnerabilities, and there's an element of time travel. So I click on Bluetooth headphones, go in, have a look on YouTube, think, right, okay, what have I got in my library? There's a couple of meditations there I've had in my watch list for quite some time, probably best part of 6 months, if I'm not lying, probably a bit longer. Part 1 and part 2 of Healing Your Inner Child. I'm thinking, all right, let's go and see her again. I quite like her. And I get answers. And I want to share this with you because I think this is not gender specific. You have to excuse me. This is spring and stuff and pollen. I'm not ill, it's just the environment. So, it talks about going in and meeting your younger self. And you choose the age in your subconscious and your mind of how old your younger self is. In my mind's eye, whenever I meditate, my younger self is about 5. She's got her dirty jeans on, a pony neck and a badly cut home haircut. Typical tomboy kid. But she's wild, she's fearless, and she's free. I'm just an older version of her. But she weren't fearless and she wasn't free. And in my psychology, my psychotherapy, we visited little Hayley quite a lot. And I did cry for months when I visited little Hayley because I felt I'd failed her and let her down and mistreated her. Once me and my younger self made peace, forgave, understood and trusted the aspect of ourselves, we were good. Now when I go into meditation and I visit my younger self, this massive grin comes across my face because she's like an old friend and I've missed her and I'm ever so pleased to see her. And I ask you to put yourself back into your younger self's mindset. So however old you are, 2, 3, 5, 9, 12, however old you are, who you identify is your call, okay? She always looks at me when I come to see her in meditation. She's like, "Oh, there's that lady again that says she's me. How strange, but somehow I know her." When I was little, I used to have quite out-of-body experiences, and they were very strange, and I couldn't quite explain them. And I would feel like my body was detaching, and I was looking at myself as myself. I now know and have come to understand that there was time travel going on there. And that I was astrally projecting, but I was also visiting myself at different times in my energy passage. Now, this might be a weird one for some of you to get your head around. But before you jump to conclusions, start posting stuff before you think, roll it around your head and have a think. So, what I said to her was this, and I'm going to say this to all of you, because there have been difficult times here, and I really hope this helps. What I said to her was this: Hayley, I am you. I'm the older version of you. I am real, and I am magic, and magic is real because she's you. You feel like you don't fit in, and you feel like you're not like everybody else. You're not, because you are magic and you are real. And I've come back to tell you that. And whenever you need to see me or you need to feel me, call me and I'll be back. Call me in your dreams. It's taken me a long time to understand, Hayley. We are one of the same. When I was 5, I'd want to be a princess that lived in a big castle, be rich, have a big car, lovely house, husband, be popular, be starry, be famous. So, little Hayley says to me during meditation, so, you're from the future then, so you know. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm you. Come on, we've met. I saved you from that house, remember? A few years back? We lit that shit up. We did. I had you back. I promised you I'd come back for you. She says, big car? Big house? I said, I drive a nice car. I have a house that's good for us. I do have a prince, but not in the sense that you would feel. We don't live in a big castle together, but we have something far, far more valuable. Yes, we have the fairy tale love that you so desperately craved, for we find it in each other. For our inner children, respectively, are identical, and that our hopes, dreams and fears are very similar. And as adults, and as woke, witch energy adults, we're able to communicate and understand this within each other. And so although it's a very grown-up and a very passionate and a very lasting love, our inner children are connected to one another. And that is something quite beautiful. So yes, he is my prince, he is my king. He is my witch partner in crime. So she's looking at me. And I said, you're going to be all right, you know. But it's not going to be easy. But no, please do know that everything you wish for, if you want it bad enough, it's yours. Be you. Don't listen to those that tell you that you're not being what you're supposed to be. That you need to remember where you come from. That you're trying to be something you're not. And I said to my inner child, Hayley, when people tell you, remember where you come from, how on earth do they know where you come from? You are energy. Destination, environment, isn't where you come from. Your energy and your soul and your feeling is where you come from. You are magic, Hayley. And you are real. And you are me. And we are us. And we are real. And you are incredibly special. As you all are, guys. And so I said, whatever people tell you, hold on to your quirky, because it's you. And it really is incredibly magic, incredibly special, and incredibly blessed. And do know, this lady here, this crazy lady that comes back to you in your dreams or your weird daydreams and you think you're losing the plot, you're not. You're far more advanced, you just got to cope with it. And at 5, that's a pretty big deal, so I get that. So 40 years on, this is me. And I probably don't look like how you'd imagine looking at nearly 50. But, Hayley, I am you. And will always be you. And together, we got it going on, chick. And I'm sorry in the years I mistreated you, with my own battle and misunderstanding. But I have found my way. And I've always got you. And will always, always have you. Hayley, my number one love. I've got your back. Kiddo, you're going to be all right. We're solid. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, please go and speak to your inner self, your inner child. Make peace with them. Know that vulnerable child that's got ice cream on the gob and slightly muddy hands and crazy hair will always be you. And in your crazier, more unhinged moments, you needed love, not condemnation. Go back. Love yourself. Keep doing it. Believe it. Make your little self believe it. I know little isn't less. Little is still you. And if we can connect with our magic and know just how special we are, and know that our special magic is in fact real, really real, then we hold on to our sacred energy. And we live in the authentic way that we were meant to do. And the universe will nod, for the universe is a genie. Ask and you shall receive. Give thanks, give blessings, and know, guys, you're magic. There's my first take on your inner child. There'll be more of these. I'm going to be going back and visiting Hayley a lot this week. Not had a chat with little Hayley for quite some time. I like her. I suggest you like you too. Have a blessed day all. Peace out.